Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I wanted to go through my newly finished sketchbook, and by newly finished I mean I literally finished it like 2 hours ago. But yeah, so I've had this sketchbook since 2022 and I was not expecting to have it for that long. I want to say I started it in like July of 2022 and I just finished it. But I don't really go through sketchbooks that fast because I mostly do digital art. I do sketchbook drawings, kind of just like loosen myself up into like, know that not everything's perfect. So, is this a sketchbook we're going through? No, that's an old sketchbook. This is the sketchbook we're going through. So this is a sketchbook I got from Walmart. I really liked it because you can actually like tear out the pages kind of and like put it back in. It's really cool. But I got it from Walmart. I actually got another one for the new sketchbook I have. So that's why the sticker's there. I don't typically put stickers on my sketchbook. I don't know why. I just don't. But yeah, so let's get into it. So my goals for this sketchbook was to use more color because I have so many color pencils and like markers and such, and I need to use those up. So actually in 2022, I think, it might have been 2023, I got alcohol markers, and so like this was the first 6-pack I had, and then I slowly like added to it the more I got, and then I also got a 24-pack. Now the reason why like this is still here and not like taken out is because I don't really like having the first page like done. I typically use it as like up here, I use it like as a kind of like color tester kind of thing to like go back on and such. And so like even like my older sketchbooks don't have it. Heck, one time I had a sketchbook that just had a list of anime on it because me and my friend were trying to like figure out what anime we've watched together. So yeah, so that's why this page is like this, and then the second page is like it because I just forgot to take it out. Yeah, that's it. But the third page is actually where things get interesting. So this is the first page, well, technically the third page, but the first page in the book of actual drawings. So yeah, so I kind of have like this tradition with my friend that she gives me a character and I will draw it on the first page of the sketchbook. And so this time she chose Zoe Nightshade from the Percy Jackson series. And yeah, that was fun. Especially because there's hardly any fan art of her. Yay. But yeah, so in this sketchbook I wanted to kind of like show more color, which is what I did, and then also to improve my art style because I'm used to drawing like teenage girls and guys. I'm not used to drawing like kids and like older people and such, and I want to get past that. So I dove right in on the third page, technically fourth page, I think. I don't know math. With these characters. This is actually my Genshin Impact OC. Yeah. This is like the only time I've ever drawn her. I mean, I have like a few sketches outside of the sketchbook, but that's about it. So this is Amryn. She's actually her like backstory and such is in a previous video I made that I'm going to remake soon because that video sucked. But so this is Amryn. She's a dragon in the story I make, and she's actually not this young. This is her younger self. So like this is her 8-year-old self and that's her 14-year-old self. And so yeah. What I did was I'm used to taking references, and so I used references from like art styles I liked. So for example, like this is Anya. Technically I used Anya as a reference to create that character. And like I used Wendy from Fairy Tale to help with this one and all that fun stuff. So yeah, if you like see recognized poses, it's probably from that. So this is where things get a little messy, is I typically, well now, I have a planning sketchbook for like sketches that I plan to turn into my digital art and such. So yeah, I never actually did that digitally, and I probably should. Yeah. Anyways, so she is she's an OC. A lot of these things are OCs, actually. Most of them are side characters, and most of them are Amryn. It's like 50-50. But yeah, so this is Aaliyah Yanmez. She is the vice headmistress of the academy in my book. And so, like, she's very, like, strict and such. And I didn't like her previous design, so, like, I had to remake it. And I think what we've came down to is we're going to keep the outfit, but change the hair. Maybe not the bangs, because I really like these bangs. I don't know why, but I do. Oh look, more stuff that I meant to put onto digital art, and I never did. Way to go, me. Yay. And, this is actually watercolor because I also wanted to do different mediums too. So I originally just did this with the intention of having a new outfit for the princess and such. But I ended up using watercolor because why not? I like watercolor. Sue me. But yeah. So this is actually... Dang it, I screwed up. I keep on forgetting to do color pencil for this one. I keep on forgetting because I want to do color pencil for this one, but I never do it. Gosh, I gotta do that. Anyways, so these are just little sketches that I've done. I have a feeling I'm going to say that a lot. Anyways, this is Amryn and Eve room. I remember texting my friend and being like, yo, how does this look? And she like falls in love with these characters. She loves them so much. I'm actually thinking about changing some of my characters' dynamics because in my story I realized how many like childhood friends to lovers I made, and I want to change that because literally all three of them are childhood friends to lovers, and I don't like it. So yeah, this is Amryn and Eve room. They're both dragons, and it's fun. It's nice and cute and such. So yeah, more Amryn because this was kind of my comfort character in the sketchbook. So there's gonna be a lot of her. Yeah, it's sad. But here's some anatomy drawing stuff that looks terrible now that I look at it again. But you know what? Whatever. It's fine. This is actually a DC Comics villain OC that I probably will never write about. So yeah. So yeah, that's a DC villain that I'll probably never write about. Yeah. But this is where things get even more interesting. More watercolor, yay. And I actually got new pens, so I was messing with pens a little bit and all that fun stuff. But gosh, I loved this color, and like doing this dress, it made me so happy. It still makes me happy because I don't use watercolors often. Oh, would you like that? More watercolors. Past 3 pages have been watercolors. What do you mean I don't use watercolors often? So yeah. So this is just nonsense. I don't know what I was thinking with this. I draw that pose like every other page. So yeah. But this is a dress of a pirate OC that I made. She's actually like originally a princess, but she turns pirate when her father casts her out of the kingdom. And so this is her like her princess outfit whenever she's like a teenager kind of area. And then this was from a commission. Someone had asked me to commit to draw one of his characters and like design his outfit, and I freaking loved this outfit and I'm still proud of it and it still looks good, and gosh, I kind of want to draw it again because it's just, I love it. I don't know why, but I love it. It looks better digitally, I promise. But this is when I started playing a lot more with pens and markers and such. There's Evru again, my little baby. I keep on forgetting I have this drawing. But this is an elf from my story. She's a general. And yeah, I don't really have much on her backstory or anything. She's just like a side character. But yeah. This is actually from my SAO fanfiction that I kind of abandoned, unfortunately. But yeah, and then this I drew on an airplane because I had taken my friend to Universal in Florida, Universal Studios, and on the plane I drew that. And I remember like crying because like it looked so bad then, and it still kind of looks bad, but now I've kind of just accepted it. But yeah, so this is an outfit for an older lady. She's kind of like a businesswoman, and I don't know. And then practicing hand anatomy, because, you know, you can't have too much practice with hand anatomy at all. And then we got some of my SAO OCs and my main OC that I have. I got a lot of comments saying that this looks like her as a Pokemon trainer, which it does. But she actually does have a Pokemon trainer outfit. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere in here. I don't know. But these are like day-to-day clothes that they're probably never going to wear. But I drew it anyway because I love drawing clothes, especially new ones. And then this is, I wanted to try like color pencil and then just straight up pen, which is something that I've like trying to like learn to let go, because as much as I love pencil, I want to learn how to kind of like loosen myself up, like don't worry too much about the finer details, which has helped a lot in this sketchbook, because like if you'll see later on that like I really just let go. But yeah, so this one I actually really liked because I liked working with the color pencil. I don't know why I didn't really do that style over again, but I didn't. And then this is when I got my alcohol markers, but this I made at work and I taped it. That's actually from a receipt at work that I taped. Yeah. And then this is an OC. I don't know who it is. I don't have a name. I just thought it looked cool. Maybe you guys could give her a name in the comments or something. I don't know. I just really liked it. Specifically the outfit. The hair and everything came after. And then this is a bunch of drawings I made with my alcohol markers. This is when I actually first got my alcohol markers. And I really liked the simplicity of this one because I got like the blacks and gray tones, like a 6-pack of those. And so I wanted to use that. And I really liked how it turned out. And then this one, I don't have any backstory or anything. She was kind of just made. I like her though. I should probably make a backstory. All I know is that her name is Charlotte. And then this is Theo. He's a water elf. And I hate this drawing of him because he has like a very, like, I don't like the anatomy in that drawing, but I am sucking up and dealing with it. Okay, and now we get to the full-fledged drawings. So originally, like, when I first got this, it was in like February. Oh, February 2023 was when I first got my alcohol markers. Huh. Okay, so this is Iris Feel from the Fate Stay Night series and Fate Zero series, and just the Fate series in general. Originally, I was going to draw a character each for their birthday, but I didn't do that. So, fun fact, her birthday's in like February, and I never posted that. I don't know why, but I didn't. But yeah, so like the idea was that like I was feeling like this in the Fate series such is like the Grail or whatever, and so it's like the Grail kind of like consuming her or whatever. I don't know what was going through my brain. And then this is my OC Jean in her little Slytherin getup because she's in the Harry Potter universe too. Gosh. But yeah, so I really like this drawing. I loved it, except for that. And you want to know what that's from? That is from this drawing. I wanted to cry when I saw it. Because I was like, why? I forgot that, like, because it's 2 pages. Like, why'd you have to bleed through like that, Asuna? Why? But this is Asuna from Sword Art Online Progressive. Me and my friend had watched the second movie when it came out, and it was kind of funny because I forced her to sit down and watch the first movie, and she loved it, and then we went to see the second movie, and she liked it, and then we went and sat down and saw the series, and she was like, what the heck is this? But yeah, and then the only thing I didn't like about this one was I didn't get the colors right because I was very limited on my alcohol markers then. I still kind of am, but whatever. And then this, me and my friend had decided to do a little drawing competition, and we each drew like a surfer or whatever, or like water. I forgot what the thingamajig was, but it was like water or something. That was the prompt. And then this is just a random drawing that I made. Yeah. I don't know. It's a pose that I never fully finished. All that fun stuff. And then another thing of the sketchbook was I wanted to work more on drawing animals and such. And apparently I decided to draw dragons because my story has dragons, so it's kind of needed. So yeah, so this is Evro's dragon form, or kind of a prototype of his dragon form. I haven't fully decided what it's going to look like or anything, but and these are just random post sketches that I found online and just decided to use because I need to practice anatomy a lot more and all that fun stuff. I don't know what this is. This is just random chaos. I don't know. This is kind of like when I was like in art block for a little bit because I had no idea what the heck I was doing. So yeah, and then this is an OC. It's actually the kid of Jean. It's her like daughter. Yeah. Will I ever actually use this character? I don't know. Will Jean ever actually see her adult life? I don't know. She did in the Fate fanfiction I made, so maybe. And this is her powers, sort of. So she kind of has like the powers to, I forgot what her powers were. It had something dealing with stars and such. But it dealt with like constellations and stars. I forgot what the final details was. But yeah. And then this is, I used watercolor and such because I used watercolor and a quill pen for this because I really wanted to draw backgrounds a little bit more. Because I suck at backgrounds. Unless it's on my iPad. But there's that one. And then this is just a random hairstyle that I probably will never use, but it's there anyway. And then this is my D&D character She's a high elf paladin, and I love her. The only problem I have with her is that when I was doing the inking, I was an idiot and erased too soon, so all of that smudged. I hate myself for it. But yeah, I hate myself so much for it. So much. Oh, would you look at that? More nonsense. This was to help this. I was working on hairstyles for my pirate OC, and so, like, you can see, like, how her hair kind of evolved. So, like, this was the first idea, and then it turned to this, and then it turned into this, and I liked this a lot more. And then this is just a random pose I made. Well, I found. I don't remember. But this is my pirate OC, Captain Risa. She's a princess turned pirate, as I've said before. I just never actually said her name. But yeah. And then we have Will. Another OC. Yeah. I love this man, I do. But finding a new outfit for him took forever. And then if you're wondering what's under here, it's just another outfit. And then just hair practice because I wanted to get his hair down a little bit more. So yeah, this is an expression board. I was gonna do one for every character, but I ended up not because there's only so many emotions I can do at once, and I didn't want to do like the same emotions and such and like the same faces. But absolutely like these. I mean, absolutely love these. There's only like a few I don't like, and it's mostly this one. I don't like how I did his nose or his eyes or really anything. So, and then this is his new outfit. Yeah, he got a new outfit because his last outfit had like a lot of layers and such, and it seemed, I don't know, I didn't like how it looked, and so I wanted to give him like a new outfit and kind of like a recreation, but I didn't like change his hair or anything. I just changed his outfit, which I personally think looks a lot better now. But and then we got cute little Riri. I screwed up. She's not supposed to be that old. She's actually supposed to be this age, or around this age. She's like, she's in her younger teen years. But as I said, I'm still like working on getting ages right and such. But this is from the pirate story I was talking about. She's one of the crewmates. I don't really remember much because she does have a twin and they're like polar opposites, and I honestly don't remember which one's which. It's terrible, I know, because they're my OCs, but also I haven't worked on them in like a year, so that's fun. And then this is young Violet. Violet is a fire elf from my original story. I want to draw like a younger version of her because why not? And I freaking love this page. Like, it's gorgeous. I was actually going to color it, and then I was too scared to ruin everything up, so I didn't color it. But yeah. And then we have one of the professors in the academy and more dragons, because she's a dragon. Yeah, she's an autumn dragon. It's really cool. I used my quill again and ink to line this because I wanted to work on that a little bit more. And I liked how it went, but once again, smudge. Lovely, lovely smudges. And then I also used watercolor. I put down the watercolor first because I'm trying to get into the habit of coloring first and then inking later, because typically if I color first, then I don't wait long enough. Typically if I ink first, I don't wait long enough for it to dry, and then I go into coloring and it turns into that. So this time I actually colored first and then inked, which I like a lot better. And then this was a study, kind of like a little study thing of ABD Illustrates character, like faces and such, because I wanted to get out of drawing like the same faces, and I loved how, I don't know what I love how he does his like faces and art and such. I liked how all of these came out. The only one I didn't like that came out was this one. but that's to be expected considering the pose and like the face angle, and so like how I drew it looks terrible. He did amazing though. And then we got this. This was around the time when the Owl House was going bye-bye. I think season 3, like episode 1 aired, and I wanted to draw Luz for my friend to cheer her up because she was severely attached to that show. Still kind of is. And these are just like facial expressions that I want to work on, and like some hand anatomy because you can't have enough hand practice. Hands suck. And then this is more of my pirate OC. This is Risa, and then this is her first mate, Leon. Just gotta love when you don't know how to pronounce your own character's name. I want to say it's Leon. Yeah, Leon. I'm gonna say Leon. I might be wrong. I might change the pronunciation again. I don't know. But this is Leon. I loved him. I still love him. He's amazing. I wish I drew more of him, and I didn't. Would you look at that? Another thing of Leon. And then we got whenever I became looser, instead of doing like pencils like this one was. Actually, no, that was actually straight up pen. This one, I actually tried a new style. I did straight up pen, and then I turned around and did pencil over it because I wanted to see if doing pen would like allow me to, would loosen up my art style and such, and not make me pay attention to like the bits and like the tiniest details, because like, come on, hands don't need to be perfect. Like, that one's gorgeous and that one's terrible. That one actually looks like Dr. Seuss's hands. Huh. And then so like I did the same thing just with marker and pen. I put down the marker first with the pose, and then I went over it with some pen and such. And then we got Leon again. I love this man. He's amazing. And then we actually have 2 completely new OCs that I created in this sketchbook. Yeah. So you guys will actually see these characters a lot in the coming pages because these like literally strictly sketchbook OC. I don't have any story for them or anything. I mean, besides names and likes, and even then I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep those likes. So this is Melody, and this is Dominic. So Melody likes like dresses, books, and adventuring, and Dominic likes horse riding, hunting, and sword fighting. And these are going to be like enemies to lovers. That's about all I know from the story, is that these are going to be enemies to lovers, and that's all I know. Don't tell me anything else because I got nothing. But yeah, so you got more. This is like their color palette and everything. She's a little bit paler than this picture shows, and he's a little bit more tan. But that's because I was working on very little colors on the thingy. And then we got more of the markers and pens. We got Evu, Melody, Dominic, Will, hiding behind a book, and Ammon. And yeah. And look, more post studies, and my OC as professor in Hogwarts, because why not? But yeah. And then we have my OC Jean. This is a younger version of her. And also her using the alcohol markers and such. And then we also have more Leon, because why not? I'm still working on like his color palette and everything. Actually, I'm still working on like everyone's color palette. But whatever. And then more Melody and Dominic, because I'm in love with these characters, despite not making a story for them. And then this is whenever I was going to make another emotion board, because I was making it for Violet, and then I realized that it wouldn't make sense because Violet doesn't, like, yeah, she shows her emotions, but she doesn't show them as much as some others. And so I covered it up by doing an action pose, because why not? It works. Whatever. And then this is actually Risa's dad. I was trying to make him look older than what he was, because he's supposed to be like in his 40s, 50s, but I'm not sure if I did a good job or not. That's my first time drawing like an older man. And then we have more pose practice and motion practice. I don't like how that came out. I don't even remember drawing that, so that's always fun. And then we have Kirito. Ignore this half, because that bottom half of him sucks. But yeah, I really liked how like this came out. Although I made him too dark, I think. What am I kidding? I know I made him too dark. But once again, I'm still getting used to alcohol markers and such. And then we have more Dominic and Melody. And then we have Estrella, who's a witch. That's about all I know. Yeah, I don't know anything about her either, so that's fun. And then this is just the seafloor of like anything, or like a house or something. I don't know, it's a background of some sort. And then this is another D&D character that I haven't used. But I love her. This is Jackal. She is a fire... I don't want to like completely butcher the name, but I don't know how to say it, so she is a fire version of a character, but she is a warlock, and I love her so much. And this is Risa. I gave her another outfit, and this is actually different paper because I originally drew it on like regular paper, but then I was like, screw it, I'm putting this in the sketchbook because it looks amazing. So I cut it out and like put it in the sketchbook, and then I put a close-up of her face on the side. And this is the Queen of the Elves in my story, Adriella Mistra. I love her. This is like my third time redoing her outfit. I actually have a short in my shorts and TikTok where it shows like a drawing from like a while ago and then this one, and it's a huge change. You guys should go check it out. More Jackal and more Amron. Yeah, and then this has actually started to get to where I was like getting into like some slight art block, when my like I didn't know what to draw, and my art kind of started taking a downwards turn toward it. Just a small one, just like a really small downward slope a little bit. That's Amron. She's like really upset Amron. And then these are two hairstyles because I was trying to figure out a way to draw hairstyles without it being repetitive. Don't know if I succeeded, but whatever. And you got Will and all that fun stuff. And then anatomy, because I wanted to work on anatomy. And yeah, and this is actually a face. Of course it's a face. You guys probably know what a skull looks like. And the two eyes had like the eye sockets, but it kind of looked like sunglasses. So I kind of just did a skull with sunglasses rather than just eye sockets. And then these are new outfits. Just outfits I found on Pinterest, and I just wanted to draw and with like my own little spin on it. So Violet and I don't know who the heck that is, whoever that is, with outfits and such. Whenever it comes to watercolors, I really liked using the yellows and like oranges and such. I don't know why, but I loved it, and I still love it. It's so like calming to me, and I don't even like the color yellow, like it's weird. And then we got more Dominic and Melody. This is just a picture of, this is just a spread of Dominic because I wanted to draw him, and yeah, I was trying to go deeper into his story and I got nothing. And then this is a drawing I did with the alcohol markers and such. I love this drawing. I still love this drawing. I think it turned out really good. I really liked it. And then because I did not want to see that, you get a paper that I taped, because why not? I really tried, like earlier whenever I did ABD Illustrates style, I wanted to look into Batman Wayne Family Adventures style. So later you will see like a study of it, but this is my application to one of my OCs, Polaris, as well as Jason Todd, because why not? Yeah. And then I want to draw cats. So like some of these cats you'll recognize, like that's Liphood, and that's what's that cat's name from Sailor Moon? Is it Luna? I want to say it's Luna. I don't know. I never really watched Sailor Moon. Like, I watched 40 episodes, and that was months ago. I want to say it's Luna. And this is the Batman Reign Family Adventure style. So yeah, so at first I drew like Cass, and then I drew Bruce to try to like draw an older guy, because like I drew the female first because like I'm good at drawing girls, and then I did Bruce because I need to learn how to draw older guys. And then I got Dig. I love Dig. He's amazing. I mean, Nightwing's amazing. I love him. And then I got Jason Todd, and then more Grayson. And then I took a sticky note and I kind of like put down the two styles, and I was like, okay, so like what's the main things about the styles that I liked? And I was like, okay, this and all that. So yeah. And then we got this. These are both stuff I found on Pinterest. These are like, I don't want to say like face studies, because I got face studies later, but this was kind of like just a warm-up for me, because like I wanted to do something, but I didn't want to put like a lot of thought into it. And I'm actually surprised that most of these actually turned out pretty good. And then this was, I wanted to draw clothes more, but I didn't want to draw like any characters or anything. So I just drew a mannequin, a mannequin, and I just slapped clothes on it that looks cute. And we got hand study. Yeah, I actually use this hand as a reference a lot. And I mean a lot. And then, this is a funny story. So originally I drew this, and then I lost the reference picture for it. Like, this is like watercolor, and then I kind of got bored, and so I was like, okay, I'll do it later. And then I lost the reference picture for it. So I didn't know what to do, so I was kind of stuck on this page for a while. And then I was like, screw it, I'm gonna do this page. And I added these two characters, and it still looks like crap, but I'm gonna own up to it. But yeah. And then I wanted to do like another art style study, but I ended up like not finishing it. I forgot what this girl came from. She came from a webtoon, and I forgot what webtoon it was, and I hate that I forgot what webtoon it was. Fudge. What webtoon was it? It's a newer webtoon. It's like a Mafia Nanny thing. I forgot what it was. And this is just characters I found and such. Well, I didn't find, but I made, because I wanted to mess with poses and such. Yeah. And then I got into drawing characters, dogs more, and like animals more. So this is actually a study on a wolf I did. The wolf was Balto. So this is like older drawings of, this picture isn't old, but the movie is old. Like Balto, well, I don't want to say old because like, I don't know. But it came from the movie Balto. Yeah. And then here's some more. I really liked how this turned out and such. And yeah. And then I watched not Into the Spider-Verse. I always get those two mixed up. I watched Across the Spider-Verse. And I really liked how the coloring was in that movie. Like, it really like opened my eyes to like I could easily be doing different colors rather than the colors that people typically use, which made Amryn, my girl, have different colors on her outfit. It's mostly the same, because like her outfit has like a lot of browns and yellows, but that's because I started doing the flat colors and then realized I wanted to do an Into the Spider-Verse look. So I tried to save that. And I think it turned out pretty good. The only thing I didn't really like was it was supposed to just be like a light purple, but apparently I didn't have a light enough purple. But you know what, it kind of ties in the whole look together. And then we have random sketches. This is Black Canary. Kind of like a mixture of the different Black Canaries that people made. But yeah. And then this is another study I did. This is a study on bears. These came from Brother Bear. Like Brother Bear sketches and such. And that came from Robin Hood. Yeah. Because I was like, oh. I turned to my dad, I was like, hey, what bear should I do? And he was like, do Baloo. And I was like, I don't want to do the Jungle Book. And so I did Robin Hood, and yeah. So, and then we have more Balto, and then I also did an oil pastel waterfall because I got oil pastels. And I have this over it because if anyone knows anything about oil pastels, it's that they like to spread and such. And then I also did a bunny and a puffin to kind of I think that's a puffin, that's some type of bird. To kind of bring it together because I didn't want to do a person or something. And then we got a picture of Evreux. Yeah, I screwed up and messed up on his drawing, so I'm not a big fan of how this one turned out, but I still like it because it's Evreux. And then we have Abby, who is the twin sister of the other pirate girl where is it? Whatever. She's the twin sister of the other one. And then this is Theo. Yeah, I wanted to do, whenever I did Amryn, I decided that I wanted to do a full-blown drawing for each of my Fragments of Hope characters for my original story. And next on the list was going to be Theo. And yeah, so that's Theo. This was difficult because, I didn't know how to do the rocks because I didn't have many browns, and then the back I didn't really have many greens, and so that's actually just a green marker and oil pastel. And then there we go, that's a sister of that. And then this is Jean and Will kind of reaching for each other because I didn't want to do what I did over here. Didn't want to do what I did earlier and just take a piece of paper and tape it because I didn't want to grab a piece of paper. And so I just grabbed index cards and such and made that. And then this is when I started getting to face studies and such, because I really wanted to draw different faces and such, because I realized I don't know, I didn't like how I was drawing faces. And then we got more Melody and Dominic. This was color pencil because I realized I did not really use color pencil in this book. So yeah, and then we got more face studies. Fun times. Most of these faces were found on Pinterest and such. But, and then we got my D&D goals. This is Lola again, and that is my rogue Neora. And then that's Will and his friend Damaris. And then we got Violet. I'm very proud of this one, of how this one turned out, because this is the only one where whenever I actually had the colors the character had. Because I had the purples, and I had the grayscale, and I had the skin color, and it's great. It made my life easier. And then we have a redraw of a sketch earlier in this book, because I wanted to as I said, I wanted to figure out how to draw older people more, and I think I did a good job on that one. And then we have Will and Jean. This is actually my first time drawing Will in his new outfit outside of that original sketch. And yeah, at first I just put down, I did the sketch, and then I did the markers, and then I went over it with the pen. So that's why the pen is a little bit scratchy, and I really liked how it turned out. And then we get Abby again, because why not? I loved how I did her hair. I did mess up her eyes though, because she does have heterochromia, but it's supposed to be flipped. The outside is supposed to be like a sea green and the inside is supposed to be brown, so I did screw up there, but that's my bad. And then we have dragons, because I wanted to try drawing more dragons and such. This is another one of the Pirate OC's crew. His name is Ray, or Lucian Fletcher. I love him. I'm still working on a design. That's my first time ever drawing him. And I'm still working on a design. And then this is Risa. This cloak took me forever to get the right color, because I used like 3 different markers and it was like going over, and it still isn't technically the right color, but it's the closest I could get. And then we have Owl House Loose. I really got, like, near the end, I really just started binge watching the Owl House again. And so, like, I was looking at, like, screenshots, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do, like, 3 markers, like the 3 markers challenge or whatever, and do it that way, but it's not, like, truly the 3 marker challenge or whatever. And so I chose Loose whenever she, like, gets string bean and such. And I screwed up because one of my markers ended up dying out as I was finishing this. And so, like, right here, it's a different color than this one. That's because it is a different color. So, like, this is, like, technically dark blue light, and that's, like, pale lavender, and it's supposed to be all dark blue light, but this stupid marker ran out, and so I have to get a new one. And then we have more Owl House characters. We got Luce, Amity, and Willow. And, yeah. I'm still kind of in that Owl House kick, so I'll probably draw more in the next, like, sketchbook or something. I don't know. And then we have Eula from Genshin Impact. Because I love Eula. She's amazing. But yeah, so that's the end. That's all this pages and sketches and everything. So yeah. Technically, that's not all the pages, because 60 sheets is not in here, because I did take some out and draw it on and, like, put it in my portfolio, because I accidentally took it out fully. My bad. Like how I did on, where is it? Whatever, I'm not gonna be able to find it. But yeah, so that's the end. That was my sketchbook. I hope you guys liked it. Comment which sketch was your favorite, or what you want to see more of, because I'm trying to, like, do more YouTube videos. Non-professional, so sorry if this video sucked. I'm still new at this. But yeah. Gosh, I really gotta stop saying So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.